Bishoftu town is one of the best tourist destinations nearby the outskirts of Addis Ababa, 47 kilometers from the capital. The town is known for its lakes and resorts that have been attracting tourists from all walks of life, and that's exactly what is happening in the dazzling city. As a result of this, the regional government has left no stone unturned, making the place a best touristy site. And this place, of course, Bishoftu is known having various water bodies that are actually used for tourism. And as we are exploring the tourist sites of Bishoftu town, we have lots of things that we are going to bring into you. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Explore Ethiopia, a program that introduces you with Ethiopian culture, history, tradition, and above all, tourism. And in our today's Explore Ethiopia, we have traveled 47 kilometers from the capital Addis Ababa, and we are here in the very beautiful and dazzling city of Bishoftu, where we are going to see different tourist destinations and explore what they have there. If you want to know more about it, do stay tuned. I'm your host, Biniam Getana.
Bishoftu is the emerging town. When Bishoftu emerged, it follow to the railway of Ethio-Djibouti railway. So the small village in 1970s. So because of these railway constructions, Bishoftu have emerged and finally to cover large area. Then the name given from the Oromic word Bishanoftu. Bishoftu is covered by the waters. When we see internal surface of the land of Bishoftu, upper soil is covered by the water, or that is to waterland. So not only this, we have 7 natural lakes. These 7 natural lakes have been the highly destinations of tourism. Because of that, Bishoftu is the tourism, cultural and conference city.
Bishoftu is one of the tourists in Ethiopia, particularly in Oromia. There is many tourists came from part of the world to visit the town. Bishoftu is rich in the nature, especially in the lakes. So these different people came and enjoy the different parts of the cities, and then they are very amazing. Their feedback is very interesting that they are visiting here. Also, Bishoftu is a diplomat seat, and then very welcoming people, very welcoming hospitality staffs.
Bishoftu is the home of Oromo peoples. We have to celebrate it or different cultural day. That is Irrecha. Irrecha is the high cultural explanation as a day. A number of people visiting Bishoftu that day. It is big festival in Africa. They participated around 10 million people as a day. So because of this, number of Oromo and other peoples can be visited Bishoftu. When we have to explain about the Irrecha, Irrecha is a peace, Irrecha is a security, Irrecha is a festival. Anybody come to participate over the Irrecha, and they were happy because it's colorful celebrations. Every person can be invited when he come to see the Irrecha. They were happy because the day of cultures, every person can wear different cultural wearing styles. They were used different cultural materials. Because of that, we have not only Oromo, but also anybody can happy over the day. Irrecha is green. Irrecha is running. Because number of Oromo through the Oromia region come in this summer season in this Horarsadi Irrecha, because they promote peace and security. This peace and security not only about the Oromo but also through the world. The big idea that to translate the day, we have peace, we have secured, we have loved any person, any not differentiations of colors, race, ethnic groups, religions, as well as thinking, also thinking. So anybody come over the Irrecha, then he have to participate at the festival. Finally, he come back his country.
Bishoftu town is a very splendid town with its unique natural resources and tourist attractions, including the resorts. Several tourists come from different parts of the world. They usually pass an enjoyable time here. I recommend everyone to pay a visit and experience the dazzling scenery and great ambiance of the town.
They like the nature, the customer service, especially the lakes. We have more than 7 lakes in Bishoftu. They tour around in the sea, and then especially the people. They give the feedback for us. The people is a very welcoming people, and then the tourists traveling every world, when they are comparing, Ethiopia is a different destination rather than others. They give feedback for us.
Irrecha is recorded by the UNESCO. One is intangible cultural heritage. Not only Irrecha for the future, we have to plant the old Bishoftu town as a culture town, recorded over the UNESCO. A number of writers, researchers done about or write about the Bishoftu for the future, not only Horarsadi Irrecha, but also the whole Bishoftu town as the cultural city of Ethiopia. Because from the very beginning we have to see Bishoftu is the city of decision, that's the meeting city. Different conferences here in Bishoftu. So because of this, we have to easily promote Bishoftu. We have 7 lakes, big lakes. That's natural lakes. When the tourists come in Bishoftu to see these lakes, as well as pay different money about the bedroom, the inviting bar, they use bus, telephone, everything, they have to pay money. In another case, the country aviation industry here in Bishoftu, they will see this aviation. In another way, the Oromo holy cultures, the Tulama holy cultures house in this Bishoftu, so they see this holy house, then write about this Oromo holy city and holy cultures. Finally, they have to promote it about the Bishoftu in through the world. Any writers, authors, journalists can be fluently or deeply to know about the Bishoftu. Any can be not obscure because we have to open our office. We have to communicate at any time. Any journalists can be ask everything about the Bishoftu. Finally, you have to proceed everything about the Bishoftu. So there is no any cap.
Bishoftu is a unique place since the town has 7 different beautiful lakes which are not common to other places. This especially makes the town different in its tourism potential. Besides, there are several resorts and restaurants that add another beauty to the town.
We have to increase or develop the cities. We are working hand in hand with the mayors.
Bishoftu is the home of Gada systems, the center of Gada systems. Different Gada system structure can be flow from Bishoftu. Different galleries in Bishoftu, that's Lemma Guya galleries, as well as high decisions of country have meet in Bishoftu. Different diplomats, tourists, authors, writers, researchers that have visited Bishoftu. Because of this, we have high missions about tourism. Finally, we have to good progress at this moment. Bishoftu is a secured city. No any harassment over the tourist. We have morely care about the tourist. When they arrive, when they move, when they ask, we have fully care about them. So because of security, we have high destinations of tourism. Finally, they're happy when they write about the Bishoftu. When come within the back of their country, they have give it different thank you letters.
The peace is very important for all the world. In Ethiopia, we have a good peace in the countries. Due to this, many people or many tourists came from abroad to visit the town, to visit Oromia. We are also the one who is like or accepting those people have the peace followers or the peacemakers here in Bishoftu, without any station, without any doubt. When the people or the tourists or the local people came, 100% is guaranteed regarding the peace.
To some extent, we have faced some challenge during the Corona, because there is to block any movement through the world. Because of that, to some extent, you have to lower our tourist destinations. But after that, there is no gap between tourism and the tourist. A number of high destinations in Bishoftu, there is no fluctuations of data. The reason why, because of peace and security through parts of the Ethiopia, a number of tourists come in Bishoftu. We have no data fluctuations as the reason as Pastor explained.
It was reduced before. Right now it's increasing. As we have seen our booking, different tourists came from different countries, and then our incoming also is increasing. So the peace is very important for all the world. Thank you very much for we have Ethiopia this opportunity.
Without peace, no tourism. Without tourism, no income. Because of that, we care about the peace of the Bishoftu town. So we care more about the tourists. So for the future, any tourist when we come Bishoftu, he think about Bishoftu is my home. My home. Not only visiting town or we are visiting and come back about the only case of tourism. We closely work within the Ethiopian Airlines. Our hotels and restaurants and lodges have been closely through international airports. They were, when we stand their country, they have to book over our hotels or restaurant in the lodges by using telephones or technology. Finally, when they arrive, they take it by transport, different bus rides. They using different bus as well as drop over our hotels. Finally, they have to see everything about the Bishoftu. When they secured, they have moved another parts of the Ethiopia, just like Arba Minch, the Bali Mountains, Jumma, Monks, and Harar, Jogol, different Ethiopia. We have to give the information of tourists, not only stay over the Bishoftu. We have to give different information about the tourist destinations through the Ethiopians.
For the future, we have a lot of plan to develop the hospitality industries. In our resort, we have well-trained and then very educated staff. We welcome our guests, not like a guest, like a family. When they arrive here, like not guests, and like a family. We have delivering very interesting services. And then to improve our service, we are working very hard with our teams. And then we have a plan to expand our resorts in different Ethiopian cities.
Our mission is we have high tourist destination for the future. Bishoftu is the cultural city. A number of writers write about the Bishoftu because Bishoftu is the home of Oromo people as well as nationalities. Because of this, Bishoftu have been good performance for the future because of tourism.
What I will advise them is when they will arrive here, please visit us. We are very welcoming hotel or resort. Any tourist or any local people come and visit us. We will deliver a good service and then good hospitality service for them.
We have different building at this moment, different investments. Around 11 international hotels can be overbuilding, ongoing building. So because of this high investment in Bishoftu, finally we have just continue to our ambitions, just like us in Singapore. Bishoftu is a home of you and your family. So when we come to Bishoftu, Bishoftu is the places of peace and security. In peace, a number of government office here in Bishoftu. So our government have be care about the old tourist destinations, tourists, as well as to think about or to care about the historical backgrounds of the city, because of building. Because of smokeless industry, they have been disturbed our tourism. Before they not think about the tourism, they give different chance of the investors, different big smoke industries. Because of that, they have claimed different tourists about the Bishoftu. Bishoftu is a cultural town or city. Because of this, we have to block these smoke industries, because pure air to transmit it over the Bishoftu. Every tourist, when they come Bishoftu, they have a sagged, sweet tourist taste when they are not smoke. And write about deep and love deep Bishoftu when we have to block these sport industries, as well as the government have been morely introduced, give chance morely introduced about the tourism, because Bishoftu is high performance of natural gift of tourism. Not only this, the taste of the peoples, they were loved their countries. So this all about was good image of the country when the government overdo this. This is a good image of the country that we explain through the world or promote through the world. So I think after 10 years, when me and you at this moment we are old, but my son and your son have been right and freely think the peace and the security of Ethiopia, as well as the high tourist destination, just like as Singapore, about the Bishoftu, and freely as talk about his country, because this is the image of the future of Ethiopia. Bishoftu is the future image of Ethiopia.
Ethiopia has a long, rich history of visual art, encompassing both religious and secular traditions, both of which have been central to documenting the country's history and culture. Lemma Guya is among the elite Ethiopian painters that are trying their best to transfer cultural values to subsequent generations, especially in the tradition of portraiture, which is a particularly important medium to capture the country's history. Lemma, who lived in Bishoftu, his hometown, which is located 47 kilometers southeast of Addis Ababa. His compound is a testament to his passion of art, featuring a number of different styles. Some are drawn on goat skin, others on canvas, but a realism painting of different personalities dominates all works that are displayed. As we explore the dazzling characteristics of Bishoftu's tourist sites, missing this magnificent art gallery would be a lifetime regret.
ሎሬት ሳሊ ሻምበል ለማ ጉያ ጋለሪ ያቋቋሙበት በ1984 ዓመተ ምህረት
Laureate artist Lemma Guya established this art gallery in 1984 with his own self-initiative. He is known with his classical works of painting, especially on goat skin. Laureate Lemma Guya not only as an Ethiopian, but he is also the first African man who introduced such grand and creative works of art. It is him who also did this picture in 1985. Like any other farmer's child, Lemma Guya was born and raised here in Eastern Shawa, in a village in Adda Warada. He used to engage in different farming activities, including plowing.
አሁን ደግሞ ቀጥለን የምንመለከተው ስዕል እሬቻ ነው። እሬቻ
The next picture we see is Irecha, which is one of the grand celebrations every September 22nd and 23rd here in Bishoftu town in Hora Arsedi. This was done in 1996. As you can see, there are many people standing by the big tree literally called Warka, representing the Oromo people. This is where elderly fathers of Oromia sit and reconcile communities. Similarly, there you see Folle, which is Association for the Youth. There's also Hade Sidge. It was said she passed away at the age of 106. One can see several things on this picture, like coffee ceremony, and this is also a place where social rituals take place. Laureate Lemma Guya did more than 10,000 paintings and artworks, but above all, there is one that he adores much. Laureate Lemma Guya follows a realistic style. He sometimes uses representing actions to make a political and social statement. This is especially true of the one work entitled Quanta, which means dried meat. He made it 40 years ago during the Derg regime. The Quanta is the source and the cats are governments and foreign forces. The cats are entitled to catch rats. But while the rats are under the bed, standing on a bed, the cat stretches out to reach the Quanta. Lemma explains what this specific drawing means.
ቀጥሎ ያለ ስዕል ደግሞ ይሄን ይመስላል አቦል ቡና ይባላል አቦል ቡና የመጀመሪያ ቡና
This painting illustrates abol bunna, literally referred to as the first coffee ceremonial level and goes up until the third level, which is called namely berka, or known as blessing or abundance. The picture attempts to illustrate and create the image of genuine mothers of the then. As you can see, the smile on their face is quite unique. It further explains Ethiopians' way of tradition while dining and doing many activities while having coffee.
ቀጥለን ደግሞ ንግስት ቪክቶሪያን ካየን የንግስት ቪክቶሪያ ልጅ ንግስት ኤልዛቤት ትባላለች
This is the photo of Prince Victoria of England. As a painter and eminent artist, Lemma did not make discrimination. Apart from introducing people of Ethiopian nations and nationalities, he also went beyond showing his great work illustrating influential people's picture like this one.
ትክክለኛ ፀሐይ ወጣች